Hello everyone, my name is Julie and I will be doing my group on triggers, cravings, and avoiding relapse. And I will be using the worksheet from the Living in Balance program, which is this one right here. Okay, so welcome to the triggers, cravings, and avoiding relapse session of the Living in Balance program. This session provides information about substance-related triggers and the ways in which triggers can lead to relapse. Importantly, this session provides practical ways that you can stop triggers from leading to relapse. There are three major parts in this session. Number one is what are triggers. Number two are how triggers leads to relapse. And number three is stopping the triggers from leading to relapse. I will only be doing part one. Part one, what are triggers? First, a reminder in this program, the term substance is used to describe all mood-altering drugs, including alcohol and other sedative hypnotics, as well as opioids, stimulants, and psychedelic drugs. Thinking and talking about cravings for alcohol and other drugs can make some people crave them more. Many people do not even want to talk about relapse because they are scared that they might actually cause them to drink or use. With this in mind, why would a treatment program choose to discuss relapse and substance cravings? The reasons are simple. Thinking and even dreaming about alcohol and other drugs is a natural part of recovery. Learning how to stop these thoughts from turning into cravings, however, can help prevent a person from returning to substance use. Types of triggers. Triggers are feelings, experiences, people, places, and things that associate you with your alcohol or other drug use. There are different types of triggers: internal, external, and sensory triggers. All these usually work together to create a drug craving. Internal triggers, these are feelings that people have before or during drinking alcohol or other drugs. For instance, some people may feel insecure about sex and think that they have to drink alcohol to relax before having sex, because they always drink when they feel insecure. That feeling becomes a trigger to drink. Other people may use drugs when they feel angry, lonely, depressed, sad, or bored. But any feeling can be an internal trigger. External triggers are the people, places, and things associated with drinking alcohol and using other drugs. Some people's external triggers might be places where they bought or used drugs, certain bars and clubs they hung out at while they were drinking alcohol or getting high, people that drank alcohol or used drugs with, and even certain days and times such as Friday nights and holidays. Sensory triggers, these are related to the sensors of sight, sound, taste, and touch. They might include certain types of lights seen on a dance floor, certain styles of music, or specific songs, or even the taste of a drug. For example, powdered sugar or artificial sweetener, which resembles powdered drugs, can be a powerful trigger for people who use cocaine, methamphetamine, or heroin. Cravings can also be triggered by a cup of coffee or a cigarette if you used to have these things while using drugs. Dealing with triggers. The first step in dealing with triggers is identifying them. People are often unaware of many of the triggers for their substance use. Even though others may recognize them easily for this reason, feedback from other people can really help you identify your own triggers. After you know what the triggers are, you can start avoiding them. When you have identified certain high-risk situations, people, and other triggers, you need to try to avoid them. It may require some work to meet new people, find new places to go, and get rid of things associated with drinking and other drugs. But it is important to do so to stop them from affecting you. Triggers can affect you for a long time after you stop using, weeks, months, and sometimes even longer. Some triggers can't be avoided. Instead, you will need to interrupt them. For some, weekends, holidays, or nighttime are triggers that are, of course, cannot be made to go away. But you can interrupt a trigger by doing a healthy activity that keeps you occupied. For instance, if Friday nights are a trigger for you, for your drug use, do something good for yourself at that time. Attend a self-help meeting, spend time with clean and sober friends, or just go to a movie. It is very important to plan these activities ahead of time and to be with someone who supports your sobriety, so you don't just fall back into the old habits of routine. One way of dealing with triggers is by talking about them. Triggers often remain powerful because they are not spoken about. They can become like secrets. Most people who experience cravings, which are brought on by triggers, will keep them to themselves and suffer silently. But by keeping silent, they give the cravings the time to build up. and can lead to relapse. It is important to reduce the power of triggers by talking them, especially in a safe place such as self-help meetings or a therapy session. This concludes my group. Thank you.